The scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Cleveland Browns. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And that's not the start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Mayfield on play action. It's brought in by Harris. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to put that first down, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down. Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. Nifty move. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down, Love to pass. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Brown. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line. Let's go, D. Hey, tight end right. Watch tight end. 40.
And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Love, they go play action now. They'll roll him out right.
That's complete to his tight end flyer move.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Browns drive about to get started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
So a nice catch right there. And this receiving core, without their number one wideout, keep that in mind. He's inactive this week, though it shouldn't be a long-term absence.
And I would think, partner, that this is where an offensive coordinator believes he can solve the problem by spreading the ball around. Because anytime you lose your number one guy, it's obviously a blow to your offense. But there's also an opportunity to say, hey, they can't focus on trying to stop one guy. Keep spreading it around. The last part, each one of those receivers, they believe they're the number one guy, and they're ready to step up.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Give him 30 yards there.
So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football, because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
And this will be caught by Brown. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Love's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Got him in, it's Brown. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Love. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. The kick by Joseph is good. Well, also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg. But how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jacob Harris. His second touchdown on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field position.
After return to midfield, I just wish we could open up the heads of the offensive and defensive coordinators, because right now the wheels have to be spinning because things just changed. Offensive playbook just opens up, and now on defense, do you play aggressively or do you lay back a little bit to try and calm things down?
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun. Love. He finds his man. Complete. That's Brown. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And this one is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Mayfield. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Able to get away. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter two, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the players about, hey, what if things get a little rocky early? They all said the exact same thing. We're prepared, so we're confident things will work out. And so far, they have started to do so.
Those three words we hear a lot, stay the course. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Off the play fake, Love. Open man, that's the tight end, Freiermuth. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to spring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Second down and 4.
Love from the gun. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Browns 24, Steelers 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. First down, going to the air with Love.
That swung out wide to Harris.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Second down and 5.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, You often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world.
The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
On second down, Mayfield again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They go play action. Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Derek Barnes.
What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, the terrible towels here at Heinz Field out in full force. Here's 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Play action this time with Love.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off at about the 31. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Throwing, Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. And down inside the 10 at the 9. A big play that time for Pittsburgh.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it.
Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Jordan Love, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter.
Mayfield on 1st down.
That's going to be taken in by Felton.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Mayfield off the play fake. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken in at the 11. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Over the middle, complete. That's Sanders. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mayfield on play action. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Derek Barnes, his 2nd sack of the night.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. But Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
And you'd think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks, and I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result, because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be fielded inside the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Harris starts the drive on the ground. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the option, Love will hang on to it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, that'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. To throw on 2nd and 10. Love. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Got him in. It's Brown. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Love now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 2nd and 10. Play fake. Here's Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's...
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on 4th down. Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. Open man completes it to Claypool.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Chase Claypool.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. The Browns drive about to get started.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
The Browns on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 14. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like, they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 44. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Makes the score Browns 48, Steelers 26.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Love looking to throw it. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Again, it's Love. This will be caught by Brown. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is knocked away and incomplete. But I think it was a free play. Let's check the call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Love. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jordan Love with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Love throwing for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, Ken.